Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to another day of home learning. So today, for maths, we are learning to order numbers. So let's start off by warming up our brain. So let's have a look at our first question. It says, which is most? Which one of these is the most? Remember, most is our biggest number. So let's go through and work out how many there of each. So this one, we've got 110 and then 6 ones. What's 110 and 6 ones? 16. Done. Here we've got 110 and 5 ones. So that's 10 and 5, 15. And here we've got 110 and 2 ones. So that's 12. So we've got 12, 15 and 16. Which one is bigger? Would you rather have 12, 15 or 16 cakes? 16, fantastic. Now let's have a look at this one. What number is this? What number does this say here? Now let's work this out. So it's got teen on the end, so we know it's a teen, and it's got this number here. Do we know what this is? This is the number 8, so 18. 18, and what does 18 look like? How do we make 18? Right, it's a 10 and an 8. So this is 18. Great work. Now, question number 3. What number is missing? What number's missing? We've got something, something, something. So 13, something, 15. 13, something, 15. 13, 13, 15. 14. Well done. And now let's have a look down here. So we've got, these are placed in order from something to something. So how are these placed? We've got the number 10 and a 3, which is 13, a 10 and a 7, which is 17, and a 10 and a 9, which is 19. So we've got 13, 17, 19. Is my numbers getting bigger or smaller? So we've got 13, 17, 19. They're getting bigger, fantastic, well done. So 13, 17, 19. So they are going from the smallest number to the biggest number, well done. Or they are going from the least to the greatest. Well done, you one. You worked really hard there. Right, let's start today's learning. So we've got Molly and Marvin here to help us today, and they are teaching us how to order numbers. Now, when you order a number, you normally do it in 2 ways. You either do smallest to greatest, or smallest to biggest, or least to most, or you do it the other way around. So you do biggest to smallest, or most to least. So it always, at the moment, we're looking at the smallest number to the greatest number. So if we use our number line to help us today, we're going to look for number 9, 16 and 11. So let's look for number 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Draw a line here. Now 16. So we know that it's after 10 because it's got a 10. So let's find 10 and count on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then we've got 11. So let's try and find 11. 11 is here. Now what you can see is the number that's closest to 0 is our smallest number because it's closest to the end. It's closest to our smallest thing. So that is number 9. So our smallest number is 9. And then our next number along is our 11, which is our middle number today. And then our biggest number is the one that goes furthest along, keeps going all the way up the number line, and that is 16. So what we've done here is we've put our numbers in order from smallest to greatest by using our number line. Great work. Right, well let's have a go now at doing this one. So again we're going smallest to greatest, and we're going to plot them on the number line and then see where everyone is. So let's start off with 18. So now I know it's above 10 because we've got a 10 here and 8. So let's find 10 and let's go along. 18 is here. So 18. 15, again it's above 10, so let's look for 10 and go across. And 16. So, here are our numbers all dotted on our number line. Now, which one is closest to 0? Yeah, it's our 15 one, because it's the one that's furthest away, this one. So 15. Which one comes next? 16. Which means our biggest number, our greatest number, is 18. Well done. 18. So we've put these again in smallest to greatest. Fantastic work. Now here we've got some cars, and they want us to order the cars starting with the biggest number. Now this is a little bit different to looking at them on the number line, because on the number line we can see exactly where they sat in order. Here we can't, but what we can see is how many individual cars there are. So let's go now and count them and then see which one is the biggest. So let's start with here. So we've got 1, let's cross these out as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great work. Now, which one is the biggest number? So what we're looking at is 10, 9 and 7. Now we're really lucky here because the cars are all nicely laid out, and they are laid out enough so that they're all in order. The biggest number is the one that has the most amount of cars in it. So you can see that our 10 goes all the way to here, which is further out than the other two. So we know that 10 would be our starting number. It would be our greatest number. What about the other two? Which one would come next? Well, 9 comes all the way to here, whereas 7 goes to there. So there must be more 9s, and then it will be 7, because you can see it goes here, to here, to here. Greatest, middle, smallest. Great work, you all. Okay, our next question involves counting these different resources. So first of all here we've got some cubes, then we've got straws, then we've got pneumacons. So let's find out how much each person has. So this one here, we've got 1 10 stick, let's cross these off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have got 16 cubes. How many straws? We've got 1 10 here and 1 1. So 10, 11. Great work. And then what about this here? We know what this piece is, don't we? We don't need any help. That is a 9 piece. So our numbers today are 16, 11 and 9. Well done. Now, how have they ordered them? So the children have already put them in an order. What kind of order are they in? So today we're looking at ordering them either biggest to smallest or smallest to biggest. Which way round have they done? If we start here and work our way across as if we were reading a book. So 16, 11 and 9. Are my numbers getting bigger or smaller? Have a look. So 16, is it bigger or smaller than 11? It's bigger. And 11 is bigger than 9. So therefore this is our biggest number and this is our smallest number. So we've gone from greatest to smallest. Great work. Okay, let's have a look at today's worksheet. So we're going to start up here and it says use cubes to make 12, 7 and 15. Now, I don't have that many cubes at home, so instead what I've got is my pneumacon. So I've made a 12 piece of pneumacon. I've got my 10 and my 2, 12. I've got my 7 piece. And my last piece is a 15. My 15 piece here. Now, what it's asking us to do is, which number is the smallest? So which number is the smallest? So if I hold up my pneumacon, so I've got a 7 and a 12. Now, which one is bigger? If I put the 7 behind the 12, can you see it anymore? No, which means that my 12 must be bigger. So far this is smaller. What about my 15? If I put my 15 on top of my 7, can you see my 7 anymore? No, which must mean that my 7 is the smallest piece because it's the piece that can hide behind the other two. So that. Now, which number is the greatest? So we're looking at what number is the biggest. So if we know 7 is our smallest number, we don't need to worry about that one. So what we're looking at is our 12 and our 15. So 12 and 15 here. Now, if I put my 12 on top of my 15, can you see my 15 still? So I've got my 10 on my 10 and my 2 on my 5. Can you still see the 15? Yes. What happens if I put my 12 behind my 15? Can you see my my 12 anymore? No, because the 15 is so big, it's taken away the 12. And actually, if I put my 12 back on top, you can see that it's not only bigger, it's bigger by 1, 2, 3 parts. So my 15 is the biggest. Now, write the numbers in order, starting with the biggest. Now, that's easy to do now because we know the biggest number is 15. So we go with biggest or greatest. And we know our smallest number is 7. So we can put that here. Now, what was the number that went in the middle then? We started with 12, 7 and 15. We've got 7, we've got 15, so it must be our 12. That is done in order. How many tiles are there? So what we need to do now is count how many tiles are here. Now, I'm not going to count every individual tile, that takes too long. What they've done is they've been really kind and they've put a number line underneath us. So we can draw down and see what number we come to on the number line. So we're going to start off with this blue one. So this one comes all the way down to 9. This one comes all the way down to 17. And this one comes all the way down to 14. So we've got 9, 17 and 14. Write the numbers or number of tiles in order, starting with the greatest. So what was our biggest number? Which one went out the furthest? 17, isn't it? Well done. 17. Then what was next? 17. No, we're looking. Which one is further out? This one or this one? Yeah, it's the 14 one. So then 14, which means that our smallest number must be 9. Great work. Right, now we're looking at question number 3. Now question number 3 is in 4 different parts. First of all, it's question A, and it says order the numbers from smallest to greatest. So we're putting these in smallest to greatest. And what you might find is it easier to either have your numeric or your number line to help you do this. So first of all, we've got 12, 8 and 15. So which one is our smallest number there? If we have our number line, now on my number line, I can see that we've got 12 is here, 8 is here, and 15 is all the way up here. So I know that 8 is my smallest number. So 8, and then 12 or 15. So if 12 is here and 15 is here, 12 must be our smaller number, and then it'll be 15. So 8, 12, and 15. Next here we've got 16, 18, and 17. Now those three are in order. 16, 17, and 18. So it will go 16, 17, 18. Well done. Now let's have a look at these ones. We've got, oh this is tricky, we've got 20, 13, and 9. Now which one's closest to 0? 9, well done. And then which one's next? So we've got 13 and 20. Which one's closest to 0? 13, which means 20 must be last. Now our final question is 11, 19 and 18. So 11, 19 and 18. They're side by side. So which one's closest to 0? Well done, it's our 11. And then we've got these two here. We've got 18 and 19. Which one is closest to 0 here? 18, which must mean that 19 is our biggest number. So these are the question 3 here. Question 4 up here. is asking us to do the same thing, but the other way around. It's asking us to order them from greatest to smallest. So the higher up the number line to the lower down the number line. Our first one is looking at 16, 7 and 13. So we're looking for 16, which is here, 7, which is here, and 13 is here. Now this time we're not looking for the one that's closest to 0, we're looking at the one that's higher up the number line, so the one that's closest to me. And 16 is first, and then we've got 13, and then we've got 7. Let's look at this one. So this one is 9, 12 and 17. Which number is closest to me? 9, 12 or 17? 17, well done. And then we've got 9 or 12. Which one comes closest to me again? 12, which means 9 is our least, so 12 and 9. Up here we've got 9 again, 20 and 19. Which number is closest to me? 20. Then it's 19, which means 9 must be last. And our last bit here. So we've got 14, 17 and 12. Which one is closest to me? It's our 17. Then next along is our 14. And then our last number is 12. Great work. Those were really tricky. Now we're looking at this one here. The counters are in order from smallest to greatest, from smallest to biggest. Draw the missing counters. So let's have a look and see how many have we got in here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got 8 counters here. Now here, let's count these ones, and we must remember to cross these ones off because there's loads of them. So we're going to make sure that we count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 here. So our smallest number is 8 and our biggest number is 18. And in here, we need a number that's in between those. What number comes between 8 and 18? If I hold up my number line close to the camera so you can see, we've got number 8 and number 18. Now, can you see all these numbers in the middle? These are all of the answers. You can have any one of these as your answers because as long as your smallest number is 8, your biggest number is 18, your middle number could be any of these. So I think I'm going to go with 10. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's mine. You might not want 10, you might want 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You can have any of those numbers to go in the middle. So down here it says, is there more than one answer? Yes, because we could have had lots of answers there. Great work, Year 1. I hope you've enjoyed maths today and you now know how to order numbers, and I will see you again for more home learning. Bye.